and welcome to Sketch Sunday. My name is Tracy Walker of the Scrapping Studio and Creative Memories Advisor in Des Moines, Iowa. And today is the very first episode of a new series called Sketch Sunday. And how I'm going to be doing this is every Sunday I'll bring you a sketch from this book called 52 Scrapbooking Project Recipes. So it's instructions to complete 104 pages. This was something that was released in October of last year. If you don't have one and would like one, message me. I do have a couple extra copies in my stash as well. So it comes with, as you can see, just all these 2-page layouts. And today we are going to do project recipe 40, and we're going to be using Nordic Winter. So my goal is to go into my collections that have 5-6 sheets left or parts of sheets left and try to get all that used up and into layouts. So today I'm picking this as my base. And then one thing, and I should open both sides. And so the sketches, let me make sure I have this up there. It says there are 2 sheets for the base, and then it needs 3 additional sheets. And it's saying 3 additional designer papers. So designer paper 1 is going to be this navy, and that's the back side of it. Designer paper number 2 is, I'm going to split it between this one and this green. And then designer paper number 3 is going to be the brown stripes going horizontal. So let's get started with designer paper number 1. And we are going to first we're going to cut a 1/2 inch. And put it that way. Okay, so we're going to do a 1/2 inch. And I always like to cut this the shortest one first because it's easier when it's a big sheet of paper. And then we're going to do a 2x12. And then 4. I'm going to split those in half. And then we're going to do a 3. And then I should have 2.5 left. And I do. And then, so that one is going to be 2.5 by 8. 8. And that is a scrap we'll put up there. Right over there. And then these are 3x4s. So we're going to cut 2 things of 4s. And that is a scrap. Goes up there for now. And then this one is going to be split into a 6. All right. And then that. So we've got the first sheet done. Now the second sheet, I am going to use this as a 2x12 for the first one. See what we can get out of it. And I can always use this side too. That's pretty. Okay. And then a 1/2 inch. For that. And then these are 5x3 1/4. Let's see how much I got left. And I got that 5. Okay. See what we can get. I'll put that as a scrap. And so 3 3/4. 1, 2. Let's see, how wide is this one? Pop this off. Well, I may not have enough for that, so we may. So I need one more 5 by 3 3/4. But let's punch um the border maker first. I'm gonna put this away, and we're gonna be using the snowflake. And this was last time I looked was still available. And I need. Looks like I just need one strip. And then we'll get our 5 3/4 out of that. So let's punch. All right. We've got our and then I'm going to save the full-size snowflakes. I'm going to put them off to the side for the moment. Never know what you might use them for the layout, but we'll save the full-size ones, and then the half-size ones we'll just get rid of the rest of the debris. All right, put that in my trash. Okay, so now I need one more sheet of 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so let's do 3 3/4. Let's see, this in half, 3 3/4, and I'm just going to come down to the 5. Down to the 5 here, and then just come down to the wherever the line is. Oh, and I did not cut that right. There we go. That's the right size. There we go. Okay, so this is scrap pieces. Okay, and then the last sheet is a 3 by 12, and I want to make sure I want the lines going that way. So I put 3, and then we'll have to flip it to do a 9 by 3. Let's see here. Now, this is, make sure when I flip it, this is a 9 by 9, and that's a 9 by 3. I want to make sure, how am I doing this? Okay, so I want this way. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Then I can flip it anyway. So 9 by 9, and that's a 3. So now I could leave it this way, or I could have it going. So really, I have to have it going like this, and that'll be fine. We'll make it work. We can do some hiding if we need to. Okay, so let's get our base sheets out. And one tip that I've done before, and since it's just a 2-page layout, we don't necessarily have to do this, but we can you can label them. So as you can see here, you can have them as A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But since it's just one sheet or one layout, I didn't do that for this time. So this is going to go up here. And then I need to decide if I want something to like get some navy to go behind it or something. So let's just lay this out. Okay. So N is this over here. And I think it'll be just fine the way it is. And then B is designer paper 1, which is this one. Okay, so B, and then I is designer paper 2, which is the green. So we can either go like that, which I'm okay with that. Right. And then on this side is A and H, which is going to be this one and this one. And then this is going to be here. And then we got Matt's. CD. I'm going to flip these. I might, I don't know, let's see. I might flip this to have that, and then that, and that. And then we have one odd one. So I'm going to flip these though. Be like that. All right. All we need to do is adhere it down. And I'm going to get my tape runner adhesive out and put, oops, get some adhesive on this. And you don't have to do exactly as the sketch says. You can change anything you want about it. I had to go with like the pieces of paper that I had. So I just used two different sheets to kind of meld them together. All right. For that, and then let's see. Does it say? Doesn't really say how far down it is. So let's kind of get this lined up. And I would say width in, let's, inch and a quarter. I'm going to go an inch and a quarter. And that's what's nice about these mats is so I can go up an inch and a quarter on that. Oops. And it shifted right when I went to put it down. All right. And then we will, I'm trying to decide if I want to leave it like that with that poking through, or if I take, I know I have a strip right here of navy navy cardstock. What I might do is, what does the other side of this look like? Trying to decide, like, but I don't have, I only have one, two, I have an idea. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just like do a hand punching instead of border, and then I'm just going to go, I'm going to start at the top because then I can, there's two. All right. 3, and I'm just hand punching this. Ugh, that was a little tough. 4, 5, and it'll make a little bit of a mess. 6, 7, I'm trying to save paper. 8, let's see if I can get one more in there. There's 9. And I guess I got a bunch of debris in there. Let's see if I have like a tiny scrap. Oh, here we go. I'll use this one. I'm going to just do it this way. Alright, and 10. Alright, now I got a heck of a mess to clean up. Oops, I just flip that. Oh well, we'll find them here in a second. Okay. That all as much as I can in the trash. Okay, so line this up kind of like right on that. I'm going to use repositionable tape runner on this one. Get this out of the way for a second. And get this lined up. So just kind of right on the edge. It doesn't show, but I'm wondering if I might do it where it ends right there and trim off. Then it's not trimming. All right, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to trim this. Like that. So then it's ending, so I might have to trim one more green. Make sure I get, I don't worry if the little bit of the brown is showing, but then this way it ends on a full one, not a partial one. So I will have to cut another. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of repo inside each one of the snowflakes. And what's nice about the repo is if I color outside the lines, then I can just rub it right out. It comes right up, which is so nice. And then try to slide it in there. And I might fast forward through this part. This is kind of tedious, like getting this in here. I guess that, well, we can talk about Creative Memories. If you've never done a virtual crop before, Creative Memories is doing the virtual crop, the first one of 2025 this weekend. And it's 4 sketches that and they have them on the Creative Memories virtual crop Facebook group. It is a group, not a page, and you can join the group. And I'll put the information link below. And they put out 4 sketches once a month, and you can do whatever you want with the sketches. You can use whatever kind of paper that you want. That was a big question. Like, do I have to use like all Creative Memories? No. They do like. All right. Let's see here. Where is? Oh, here we go. Put this one down. Where I'm at. You can use non-Creative Memories products, but they do like, in order to be eligible for the prizes, they do like if you use like 90% Creative Memories products for that. But even if you don't have the products, that's okay too. Just enjoy getting your scrapbooks done, getting things done in your scrapbooks. I have posted mine on my Facebook page, and I'm just gonna do this a little bit different. All right. Oops. All right. So side one is done. Now we just need to match up side. Let's match up side two, and then we'll do the border punch last. So I'm just gonna. What I like about these mats is I have like kind of a workspace where I can line this up so that I can get this as even across as I can for that. And then I can, yeah. All right. And then put that down there. I'm not going to push it down yet until I make sure I've got the right amount of space between the two. Okay. Right there. And right there. All right. So then let's do from the outside in. We're going to do, this is B. Right, and then I, and then N. You can hear the geese going by outside. It's supposed to get really, really cold here in Iowa next week. So I'm kind of not surprised that they're out trying to find more open water, because I don't think there will be much unfrozen water after next week. Okay, so that those three for that. As you can see, most of the stripe has been covered up by this, so you won't even be able to tell which way it's going. And there we go. All right. So now I need green sheet. And I don't need very much. I think this actual little piece should work. Put this back in here like that. Let's see. Before we use the big sheet, let's try the little sheet. And that should work. And pull out. I think. All right. And let's do some trimming, just like before. There we go. Get some repositionable tape runner. I'll flip this over. And see if I can match it and flip and trim. So we're all done with that one. I just need to put I just put the wrong tape runner in there. Oops. One thing nice about what I could do is just Let's see if I can. I need to. That's why sometimes I only have my non-repo out. There we go. And let's see. I need a couple more. Let's see if I can find that paper again in my stash. Maybe I'll just use this one. Okay, so I really need two more. Start at the top, then it's less waste. One, two. There's that one. And there's that. All right. For that. All right. We go back to the sketch now. They have a title with an embellishment and some embellishments there. So let's look at this trash. Look at what I got for cute. You don't have to put it exactly where they put everything. I have that. So these are all the embellishments that came with it. And there's some MAC cards too. Let me, fussy cut that out wouldn't be too bad. I was seeing what kind of like title sayings they had. If I have anything left. Yeah, that yellow, I might like that yellow better. They have Snow Day. Kind of like the relaxed. And that's it for the cards for any sayings whatsoever. Put that back in my little envelope. I love those envelopes. Got those off of Amazon. There is also Wonderland. Trying to see. Like, I could fussy cut that half. They have like half down there and half down there. I might do that. Okay, let's experiment and try. Worst comes to worst, it doesn't work out. And so I'm gonna, what size is this? 3 1/4. I'll just line them up on the, I'm just gonna line them up on this right here. All right. And I'm going to fussy cut around. And I'm just kind of moving the paper. And I'm using the micro tip scissors. And if the paper part gets like kind of long, you can just cut it off and then keep going. Because if I find out I get like too much hitting my hand, then it starts to not cut, have a nice cut that I want. All right, there's one. And then get number 2. I hear my cat meowing. Must be looking for something, or he's out of food and water. He gets very, very upset if he's out of food and water. But once again, I am using Nordic Winter, which is still available online at Creative Memories website. I think it's a beautiful collection. that can be used. It can be used for Christmas. It can be used for winter. You can use it for anything you want. All right, there we go. Get. Oh gosh, I'm having all sorts of trouble picking those up, and my nails aren't even long. Usually, it's when my nails are long that I have issues picking that up. Okay, so if we have that out there, and then trying to decide. Let's see how they have it. All right, let's get this one. I'm going to use repo just in case I need to kind of move it around. I'm just going to put it right there like that. And then I'm trying to decide. I guess I'm just going to make that tilted too. And then use some repo. Get it even. And also cover up that right there. All right, so then I still want this here. Kind of just kind of becomes too big. So I like this like relax. Let's see. What other sticker sayings are there? I like the saying warm. Let's put that. I'm gonna try and get this in the middle as much as I can, butt it up against the blue without like that. Okay. That one works. Let's see what else is there that's like that'll kind of cover up that. But I am gonna put some foam tape on that, and I also am going to get out. Let's see what they have. Creative Members has these great note cards that you can use, and so this is kind of like place picture holder place, so you kind of know where you want your pictures to go. Just like that. Okay, so I'm going to use just a little bit of repo on the back of it, so if I do end up pulling it off, it doesn't like rip the paper, and these kind of curl up, so I do do that, and there we go. All right, and then foam tape out, and I have specific foam tape scissors, and then we're just going to put I'm going to cut this a little bit more because I want it to kind of be such that I can slide pictures underneath there, right like that. We'll hold on to that one. We'll stick that over there for now. Let me put comfort. What else is there? I wonder how these would look. I'm gonna put those down there. There we go. There's one. that right? Means I need to move this. See if I can get this guy to move a little bit. Okay. I wish I had another one of those flowers. Let's see if I can. Here we go. I have another pack that was already open. So I'm just gonna use this guy here. There we go. I still have like one more flower left. All right. So I got that side done. Those to the side. Let's get our sketch back out. And then this side, they just have one right here. So the question is, I feel like it needs something. Like, do I do circle like that? Wonder if instead of fussy cutting it, do I use, wonder what my ovals would look like using, let's see with the blue blade, if the blue blade, no, blue blade, definitely not. It might be the red blade. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I used, that would be, I have more than one set, the largest oval on the inside with the red blade, and put this back up in my thing. All right, so then I'm gonna do a little bit of trimming here. Do something like that. And then what other embellishments do I have? Well, maybe move this guy up here and move. No, the deer are too big. Not deer, this is way too big. All right, let's get this adhered down at least kind of where I want it to go. So then I can decide. I kind of like the tree there. What a cute lantern. I'm going through my stash. And no. No, I like the tree. Okay, let's see what else can go with this tree. There, like a saying. Okay, let's get foam tape and get some foam tape on that guy. I like foam tape because you can kind of control how big or small you want it, and then you can put it on there. Okay, so I like this here. So I just need something right here. kind of like, I want the bird, this bird, or the blue. I want the bird going in. Okay, so I'll put blue back. And then the, maybe move the bird. That way a little bit. And then I do have some of these that I can add. Let's get a different color. There we go. I'll move this guy up a little bit. All right, let's get all the, put that in there. And then put in there. Like that. I still need to put the mats on there and then we will be finished. Okay, so let's pull this back out. See if I can find. I get these in here organized and then they get messed up. Oh, this is. These would need to be trimmed down a little bit. And then, I don't know if these fit in here or not, or they might have to be trimmed down as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to trim these a little bit. Okay, so lengthwise, I'll put these back in the thing. So let's get them right. 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, so let's do 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. All right, and then do this one. 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. All right, and then these are 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, so the length needs to be 4 3/4. So I'm just going to do 4 3/4 works. 4 3/4. And lastly, 4 3/4. Creative Memory sells these little placeholders. Not all the pictures always fit, but I would say like 98% of the time that they do. I'll just put that under there. And what's nice is you could now cut your picture to, and I'm gonna write, like put a sticky note on it so I know what size my photos need to be. But you could double mat them and just use the white as another mat. All right. And almost there. All right. So let's go back to, this is sketch number 40 in the 52 Scrapbooking Project Recipes. And they originally used Vintage Chic, which is currently available as well. I did Nordic Winter, and I did use 2 different sheets of paper because I'm trying to use what I have left. So I also have these that I didn't use that I could go in and add a few of my snowflakes that I left over in places that if I wanted to for that. But you get the drift of this is using Nordic Winter. And oh, last thing is I'm going to get a sticky note and we're going to write. I just got these off of, I think I stole these from my husband's office actually. So 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So 2, which then would be like 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 photo if you use the mat. And then this one is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So that would be 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. And there you go. Now I have it marked. So I know when I go to put my pictures on here, this will probably be, I'll probably use this for Colorado. I have, when we go to Colorado, especially in the fall, we always have the fireplace going. And so these would be perfect pictures for that. So anyways, thanks again for watching. My name is Tracy Walker, Creative Memories Advisor in Des Moines, Iowa. I do hold 7 events a year, and I will put that event information in the description. So if you want to get on my mailing list, you can. Thanks, and happy Sunday.